It was less than a month ago that Candice Gulley was pulled from a mangled, burning Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranch's van, the only one in the vehicle to survive the horrific crash that killed 10 people including 2 of her own children, 2 of her nephews and 4 teen girls whom she served on a daily basis. On Thursday, Gulley stood before a crowd of hundreds and remembered their love for God and others. "Every one of these children I have had the pleasure of worshiping beside. I have had the honor to stand in the back of the room, whether it's at the chapel at the ranch or in the gym or in the sanctuary. I've had the pleasure of sitting back and listening to their voices lift up to the heavens," Gulley said. "It was like heaven on earth. My children, whether they shared my blood or they didn't, they were my children and they've been in the presence of the King and are worshiping him face to face," said Gulley, director of the Tallapoosa County Girls Ranch. "On June 19, I lost my children here on earth, but they were immediate in our Savior's presence. It's been your prayers carrying us through," said Gulley, who was seriously injured in the crash. "It's your prayers that will continue to carry us through. I'm not strong," Gulley said. "My God is." The Butler County crash happened about 2:30 p.m. Saturday, June 19, on Interstate 65 northbound. According to ALEA state troopers, a total of 17 vehicles were involved and 7 of those caught fire, including the 2017 Ford 15 passenger van driven by Gulley. The van was one of 2 youth ranch vehicles returning from a week at Gulf Shores. 4 of the victims, all teen girls who attended Reeltown High School, were residents at the ranch. Only 2 of them have been publicly identified: 17-year-old Dana Marie Norman, who was from Madison County, and Haley Marie Logan, 15, of Tuscaloosa County. The other 2 ranch residents have been identified only as Makenzie, 16, and Tia, 14. Gulley's 2 children who were killed were Isabella Gulley, 16, and Ben Gulley, 3. Her 2 nephews killed were Josiah Adam Dunnavant, 12, and Nicholas Paul Dunnavant, 8, were also killed. Josiah would have turned 13 today. Also killed in a separate vehicle were Cody Fox, 29, and his 9-month-old daughter, Ariana, of Tennessee. Several hundred people gathered at Church of the Highlands in Auburn Thursday for a celebration of life service to remember the Alabama children and teens killed. Those in attendance included children from youth ranches throughout the state, as well as former residents, first responders who worked the scene that day, law enforcement officers, and public officials. There were 8 roses and vases in the church sanctuary where the service was held. There were tears. There was laughter. And when it was over, sheriff's deputies from Lee and Baldwin counties released 8 doves in the memory of those killed, with an American flag nearby displayed on a fire truck.